This is a certified hood classic.
Hey now.
I love it when a plan comes together.
All rise, order is the court. It is it's Monday. It's time. It's
is it ever, Creed? It is absolutely 100% a Monday.
It is.
I'm telling you.
I noticed that from the second I woke up this morning.
Great. I've it's been like a real crazy day today already. And then my daughter calls me and says something's wrong with my car.
Oh, I thought she was going to call and say, "Hey, did you forget it? Yesterday was Mother's Day, by the way."
No, I hung out with them yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
This is a car that is only 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Still under factory warranty and everything. First thing happens, battery light comes on.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh, well, let me turn around and go back home."
Yeah.
By the time she's getting back home, which is like 10 minutes down the road, a steering wheel thing comes up there. Power steering starts going out.
Oh God.
Then like every light possible starts coming on the dash. The screen cuts off. And then it says car's overheating.
Jesus Christ.
So she calls the Toyota place she bought it from, and they're like, "Yeah, we can see it today." And then they're like, "Wait a minute, it's still under manufacturer warranty. Just take it to the Hyundai place." And she calls them, and they say, "Yeah, we can look at it in about a week. We can do a diagnostic."
That's nice of them.
Now, this is the car they're driving to Florida Sunday.
Oh,
so that's where we're at with craziness right out the box today.
Oh, so it looks like somebody's going to be getting.
I'm flying. So it's them that are having issues.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I had that actually happened to me one time. I remember being over in Niagara Falls in the Canada side. I remember exactly what street I was on, and the old one of my old S10s. And I remember every light came on and was flickering. Now that was back before we had screens and a bunch of other stuff. Probably didn't even have power steering. No, it did, but yeah, I just God Almighty. Well, that sucks. Now if she walked in there and didn't say that it's under warranty, she probably would have got right in.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would have been a whole different story then. But yeah, it's all under warranty and everything. So
Jesus Christ.
Trying to find out if we're going to be renting a car for them or what exactly is going on. So, but we're going. If they have to start walking now and meet me there, we're going.
I definitely will. We need to start utilizing that more. Creed got my new shirt from Cookout. My pink. It's pink.
That's a nice shirt.
And then
jelly.
Unfortunately, day number 2, you can only spin the wheel one time a day. Was this little foam car that does side, and a seat cushion. So I like my shirt a lot more.
They probably they were all out of shirts anyways, probably by the second day.
Oh, the lady says, "All we have is pink shirts." I said, "You think I can't pull off a pink shirt?"
What are you saying, lady?
Yeah, what do you think? Huh?
Speaking of ladies that got a lot on their mind, Judge Disanto, I say F the world this morning, the way I've been feeling. I just recorded this, and we're going to watch it. So this is super fresh. We're going to see 2 cases coming before the old judge, and then somebody from the old jailhouse got something to say, trying to get themselves out. So it's going to be a fun ride. Buckle up. It's Judge Disanto.
I'm so sorry.
Sure, thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Neil Lloyd on behalf of Jamaica Allen is against my right. Ms. Allen, would you please state your name for the record?
All right.
Does her shirt say calf on it? Is that? Oh, wait, Cali. Never. It's close. I can't read.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And today's the date scheduled for the arraignment pretrial in this matter. And counsel?
Yes, with respect to the arraignment, my client waives the formal reading and stands mute to the charges.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment, and as to the pretrial.
As to the pretrial, we are presenting the court with a proposal. My client is prepared to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed person
Unlicensed person. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then responsible to civil infraction of.
I hit a wire, it
striking
cut
the
out. I
wrong
think
way.
it's good now.
Back.
Yes. That's what
I
I
covered.
covered.
I covered for it. Don't
Please
worry.
raise your
I
right
said,
hand.
wait till it just a
Tell
tiny
me
bit.
swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in the matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Big budget like that
And you're
investigates
the
guy on
attorney
YouTube.
placed on the record, correct? All right, and as to the allowing a license, amended charge of allowing a licensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
That's what he
I need you to
does.
speak up, please.
Yeah.
Okay, we just have to make sure we're getting you on the recording, okay? And, you've gone over your advice of rights with your attorney,
Yes.
and you understand all of those rights.
Yes.
You also understand by entering into plea that you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights. And you also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court or administrative agency.
Yes.
And knowing all that, you want to continue with your plea.
Yes.
And any immigration issues?
No, ma'am.
And anybody promise you anything, threaten you, or coerce you in any way for you to enter into a plea? All right, counsel, you can please mark your mind.
Has anybody told you about
Yes,
your
Your Honor,
bangs?
Bangs are all-
City of Riverview on or about April 13th of this year, driving a 2012 Ford Fusion.
Yes.
And at that time, the Riverview Police, did you have to have an interaction with the Riverview Police Department?
Yes.
At that time, were you unable to provide proof of insurance?
Yes.
Knowledge that you made a wrong turn and wound up driving the wrong way. And furthermore, at that time, did you allow an unlicensed driver to operate that vehicle?
Supposed to go
Namely yourself, by the way.
this way. You're supposed to go. She went
The court does find
this
that
way.
knowing, volunteering, factually accurate, the court will accept your plea per the plea
I got a
agreement.
car now.
And, the court will proceed with immediate sentencing. Do you have your valid license now?
As a matter of, as I understand, she just needs, there's a fee to be paid. It's a money issue. She pays it. Is that accurate? ma'am?
Yeah, take the test. I mean,
Yeah, so it's a financial issue, but she's.
I like the
she's
unable to show
taken
proof of
care
insurance. Unable.
On the other hand, she is 43.
Hands was broke.
Just had a new baby. She started a new job with,
Oh.
already started your new job?
I start 16th of this month.
Boy, she is she's way ahead. She already had her baby and already started a new job rather than I'm pregnant and starting a new job.
Starting a new job. She, at least she's, keeping it in line with what you should say when you go to court.
She's got it figured out.
Okay, and so what are the terms of your instructor's permit?
The one that I have now,
Yes,
I think it's supposed to drive with a license. So you have a license.
okay, so make sure that you're doing that, okay? Right?
Hey
I
now.
want to make sure that that you have a valid license and, right, and if you continue to accrue these, then,
Gary.
that's important.
Gary
It's
would
more
just wave
challenging
him.
to
I
do.
don't know if you
So
saw
it'll
that.
take more money, okay? All right, $100 for the, allowed unlicensed driver, a $100 fine, $100 cost, penalty must also be $75. Justice must also be $50, which will $325. Plus the $175 for no proof of insurance and $100 for the wrong way. So that's a total of $600 for all three,
Jesus.
okay? How much, let's see, you're just going to be starting work. So will you be able to commit to $50 a month beginning June 30th?
Yes.
Okay, you can pay
Wow.
more, you can pay earlier, man, you certainly can do that. But we'll just give you that little bit of leeway, all right, so you can at least come up with the money for your full license first, okay? All right, have a good day, good luck to you.
There's a reason I don't think she has her full
All right,
license.
out of the city of Wyandotte versus Gary
She
Wozniak,
can't drive for shit.
380.
That's proper.
Speaking of proper. Thank you, Carrie.
Well timed as well. Good job.
This kid looks like a
Chief Toronto,
douchebag.
Police 3828, on behalf of my client.
Just wait.
Sentencing. Please state your name for the record, sir. Jerry Wozniak.
All right, and so today's date scheduled for sentencing in this matter. Your client agreed to an amended charge of disturbing the peace. And counsel, did you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation from your client
Yes, we have.
or with your client?
We have gone over it, Your Honor, it is factually accurate. Just briefly, my client has is it one child? Yes, one child sharing custody with the child's mother. And Your Honor, he presently lives with his grandparents, not on probation or parole, nothing pending. Has always appeared to the court, Your Honor.
He's a child.
And we hope the court would adopt the recommendations.
Okay.
Restricted sentence to fines and costs, and no probation was recommended. But I told my client, sentencing is purely 100% in the discretion of the court. With that, Your Honor, we leave it in the court's discretion.
Well, okay. Yes, I saw that it was recommended for fines and costs only. However, I took some concerns regarding your client's criminal history and behavior even in this matter that's alleged. So your client has 2 prior disorderly conducts. He was charged with disorderly conduct in this matter and was amended to disturbing the peace. And it does appear as though alcohol is a factor in this matter because it was a 0.03. So alcohol isn't a reason for the behavior. And then your client also quit high school in the 11th grade because he got into trouble.
Uh-oh. He's just a badass, Your Honor.
I think
Yeah, he's a badass child, Johnny. A badass child. Bonsai, thank you for the first $5 of the day. I appreciate you yelling, hey, it's Disanto Express. Yes, those of you asking, she's not technically back on YouTube live at all. Just,
No.
well, we're on. Kind of.
She can be located at times.
Yeah.
This was from today.
Big Tiff Dog, welcome.
Not you, Tifta.
Mikey is, yes. He's going to go be a Disney adult for a few days.
Universal adult.
That's right. Sorry. I always forget that. Universal adult. Doesn't sound as good, though, when you say it that way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as creepy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I'm going to be in and out for the next 2 days. We're going to the mountains, but I'll see you live from the resort in the mountains, and God willing.
Mr. Wozniak, that you have some trouble managing your emotions when you're in an upsetting or frustrating situation.
Alicia, welcome.
I can explain tonight that like this instance, I can explain that.
Oh,
it wasn't no.
please explain.
It wasn't no.
110 races,
we were
Gary.
about to fight. It wasn't none of that.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that the 2 of you didn't fight.
No, I'm saying it wasn't like we weren't physical, like screaming at each other, like I don't get what I'm saying. Like we were screaming, like we weren't about to fight. We weren't hostile with each other. We were just talking across. Like he was on one side of the road, I was on the whole other side of the road. We were just talking loud. We weren't like screaming at each other, like hostile, like hey, you this, that, blah blah blah.
Was it somebody that you knew?
No, it was just.
Okay.
Want me to explain?
So a kid's trying to portray that he got in trouble for yelling across the street or across the road to another friend, and this is what happened.
No, Creed. That man was no friend.
Uh,
That man was a mortal enemy.
uh,
They weren't arguing. They're just yelling very loudly across the street at each other.
we weren't. How can we be fighting if we're across the street from each other, Yana?
Situation?
Sure.
Well, I was just walking to my car and then someone at the pub was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 daddy's car. And I was like,
Wait, hold on. If you're going to tell me what happened, I don't want to hear blah, blah,
Pop
blah.
a fly?
I don't know what blah, blah, blah is supposed to mean.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
I went straight to my car. And I don't know who it was. He
All
said,
right,
"Daddy,
so
daddy's car."
Stop. So this whole thing started because somebody said, blah, 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 daddy's
Right.
car.
Yes.
I mean, he called him
I'm
out.
buying it.
He called him out.
I'm sure exactly. This is exactly what happened. I'm sure.
Oh, look at you, mommy and daddy, paying for the bills.
No, this is my car. And then he said some words to me, said some words back, and I just brushed him off because I could tell he was obviously drunk, standing in front of the bar. Got showed, got in my car. Just that. I'm here now. It
So I
wasn't-
don't know. Cop, so you want to explain what happened, but you're only giving bits and pieces. The cop showed up,
Oh, okay.
this and that, and now I'm
They
here.
showed up and they were like, hey, get back in your car. What I said was, I didn't start it. You guys would talk to him. Cool, I'll get in my car. And I just turned around, went to sit in my car. And I'm guessing he thought I was disrespecting him because he was talking. All I said was, cool, got in my car. I don't know if he thought I was trying to brush him off or be disrespectful.
So you only had to be told one time to leave and get in your car.
He told me twice to get in my car. After he told me to get in my car, and then I was like, hey, can you talk to him? Because he's the one that started it. I was talking to my car. I was like, all right, cool. Turned around, got in my car. I feel like he took that as disrespect because he was in the middle of talking. I just said, cool. Turned
Okay,
around, got in my
I
car.
have a question for you.
Yes.
If you're told to get in your car, what does it matter if they talk to the other person? If you weren't getting in trouble at that point, what does it matter if they talk to the other person?
No, I felt like they were coming at me because they hopped out the car and instantly came at me. That's when I said, cool, can you go talk to him? And I just turned my back to him and got in my car. And I felt like he probably thought I was disrespectful and turned my back to him. Like,
Now we're not across the street anymore. Now we're right at it's this. Yeah, he's withholding a lot.
Yeah, if they're all the way over there, I mean, of course they're not pulling up on him. They got to pull up on one side of the road or the other. They're not. They can't pull up on both sides of the road if that's what's really going on.
Man, just a couple dudes just talking across the road, and the damn cops are so bored in that area that they just stop and start harassing him.
and that's, he walked up to my car, physically opened my door, took me out my car, put me in there.
Okay. When the person was yelling words at you, sir, why don't you just get in your car and leave?
Arrested Development.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't got an excuse for that, so I should have did.
Great show, Bob.
I just,
Well, and that seems to be kind of what part of the issues are, sir, is that
I mean, I know the other ones that you were talking, the disorderly, those were back in, I know those were a long time. I don't know what year, they were like 2017 or 18, they were a long time ago.
18, 19.
Yeah, it was, that during that time, that's when I was
Yes, I'm sure there was plenty of curse words involved.
bad during that time. That's when all those, and as you can see, I haven't had no contact since then. And I ain't really trying to go on probation. I've been trying to keep my nose clean since then.
I get it.
Carrie, thank you.
From my perspective,
Yeah.
what
Keep
is
your nose clean, Carrie.
for the short fuse,
Yeah.
right?
He's kind of a loose cannon. I don't want to tag the guy with it, but he's kind of a loose cannon, Your Honor.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, thank you. Checks in the mail, my friend. I can't wait.
I think it would benefit you, sir, to participate in anger management class.
You mean by class, like,
What do you mean by class?
I know what you mean by class, like how many days a week? 'Cause I work 6 days a week.
You know, it's an 8-week class, so it'll be 1 day a week,
One day a week.
okay?
Perfect.
I
On his
don't
day
know
off.
what days it is, I don't know that,
Yeah.
okay?
Lisa?
I believe that there are some that are virtual, so that you don't have to be in person, so that would save you some,
Yeah.
that'd be a bit more convenient for you. So I'm going to order, I do find, after hearing from Mr. Rosniak, from Mr. Serrano, reviewing the report, the recommendation, and the other factors that the court does find there's reasonable grounds for MCL 769.5. I'm going to send you, sir, to a term of 6 months probation, but you're eligible for early discharge, which means that after 3 months, you could be discharged, all right? The reason for that is because I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, I want you to participate in the 8-week anger management class, and I also want you to obtain your GED or high school diploma.
I honestly don't got time for that with my work and my kids. I work too much, I honestly do. I do. I ain't got time to do it. Like, honestly, I wanted it, but then.
Got enough time to stand on the side of the street and yell at somebody. You got time to do
I'm
this.
trying to do a trade. I'm not trying to do the GED. But I honestly, I work too much to do this work. I do.
So I'm not saying you have to go to college. I know you're
No, I
doing
know
a
that.
trade. A trade is totally
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I get that, but like,
Your Honor, I also suggest it would be a good idea for him to get his GED. You never know what the future is gonna hold. And That's always looks good on someone's record.
Did she say he already went to
On
trade
the
school?
Road Act, I believe that there are even some courses to obtain that even virtually. You don't have to even go in person. What are your work
No.
hours?
Let your mom do it.
I gotta, the swing shift is, I work, 6 AM to 3 PM.
Swing shift.
And then for 2 weeks, and then the other 2 weeks after Monday, it's 3 PM to 11 PM. But I can get hit with 12s, 5 minutes before I get off. I work.
Sweet tea, thank you.
So
5.
here's what I'm
We
going
got
to
a
do,
case channel.
right? I'll meet you halfway on that point. I don't typically negotiate, I'll meet you halfway. You need to look into what those programs would be and see what that time commitment is or what the requirements are. And then I'll let you know whether or not you'll have to complete that or we'll waive that. Okay? But you need to do the legwork and see what it is that would be required. Okay?
I mean, I'll try, but like I said, my work, the hours are crazy. If I can't, I mean, I'm not trying to.
I understand hours can be crazy, sir. I understand that. I mean, this job right here isn't just, 8:30 to 4:30. So, I mean, there's crazy hours and it's just time management, right? So look into it and see what it is. See what it would require of your time. See what the time commitment would be. Okay?
I'm pretty sure, like for a GED, a couple hours a few
Yeah,
nights a week is,
Especially if it's online.
yeah.
All right. And I've already stated what the rehabilitative goal would be for the 8-week anger management class. And the rehabilitative goal for the GED or high school diploma.
Plus, you can take a test and go ahead and get it if you
Would be so that
test at a certain level.
you could earn some additional it would help you earn additional financial stability.
You ever done a swing shift, Your Honor?
Yeah. You know what that is, Judge?
No, you sit on your ivory tower. Never worked a day in your life. Judge.
Okay. And then you're not to violate any criminal law of the government. You're not to need to say that in front of the court. And you're to report truthfully without the information officer may require in person, writing, or virtually. But again, sir, just so you're aware, 99% of those would be virtually. So you would just have to just zoom in. Okay, and it would go with your work schedule. Okay.
You said zoom in with,
That would be your monthly, or your, however often your probation officer is having you meet, it would be virtually.
oh,
99% of the time is virtually, okay? You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You'll be subjected to random testing. The rehabilitative goal for that matter is to ensure that you're maintaining sobriety. And any questions regarding the terms and conditions?
about the GED, like what exactly you want to do?
I want you to look into seeing what requirements it would be for either your GED or your high school diploma. So then you know what those time commitments are, okay? Because, right, it may be a lot of time, it may be less time than you think it is, but you won't know that until you check into that, okay? And then you're going to submit that over to your probation officer, and then we'll determine what that is.
Yes, if you got a job, you ain't got time for nothing.
As the fines and costs, the court's going to order a $200 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $300 supervision oversight fee, that's 6 months at $50 a month. Since you're eligible for early discharge, sir, up to $150 of that may not be due, okay? Cost of prosecution, $200. Crime victim assessment fee, $75. Justice system assessment fee, $50. Or $1,125 is your total. No, it's not. Hold on.
Math.
Math is hard. Get you GED. You wouldn't have that problem, sir.
$925 is your total.
What he's got
Okay, and then
against
again,
getting a
200
GED so
Or
much.
$150 of that may not be due, okay? And so you did post a bond of $250. Do you have any other money to pay today?
No, but I can pay tomorrow. I can come back up tomorrow, or I can another day. And drop
Well,
something else.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How much are you
on
looking to
Tuesday?
pay tomorrow?
I can come up with you 100 tomorrow. Or
Okay.
if I'm able to do a plan, 100 a month, certain amount.
Okay, so let's do $250 today. Which leaves an balance of $675. Then let's do $100 per month beginning May 14th and the 14th of every month thereafter. Okay, so it'll be tomorrow, and then your next payment wouldn't be till June.
Okay.
Okay?
By the way, Kaylee with 10 bones and PP.
See that you're eligible for early discharge. That would occur from all the following have occurred. You've completed at least half of your original term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations, and all monies have been either paid in full, or you've made a good faith effort for making full payment. Do you sound your other right hand, please? Many people, yeah. Do you solemnly swear from testimony about to give this man to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
Love
truth?
that.
All right. And you heard the allegations.
Your other left hand.
You're incorrect.
Now your other right hand.
Ma'am, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty. I'm a
All right.
sorry for day too. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
And you understand that you have the right to have a contested hearing in this matter. By entering into a plea, there will not be that contested hearing. I'm sorry?
I was wrong. I understand.
All right. And has anybody, you've gone over your advice of rights regarding probation violation purposes, correct?
Say that one more time.
You've gone over your advice of rights regarding probation violations, is that correct?
Yeah.
That one tooth in the front really got me enamored.
You understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea?
I do, ma'am. I do. I'm hoping that you'll take it easy on me for the simple fact that I've just started a new job and I'm going back to school currently.
School
Full-time.
and job.
Wow. What about
Okay,
pregnancy?
knowing all that, you want to continue with your plea?
I do. I do. I want to take responsibility for my actions.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, ma'am. Nope.
All right, and also if you can please pardon your client regarding that.
Thank you. Ms. Hardesty, on the dates in question, were you ordered to go for testing?
I was.
And were you directed as terms and conditions of your bond that you were to go for drug testing? Is that correct?
I agree, yes.
And on the dates mentioned, stated, and also you were ordered to test negative. And is it true that on March 20th of 2024, you failed to register? That on March 25th, you tested positive for cocaine, Valium, and marijuana. And on 3/27/24, you failed to appear. That on 4/5/24, you tested positive for Xanax, cocaine, and Valium. And on 4/9, you tested positive for cocaine.
So
also that you failed.
This girl gets a new job and she's like, well, I am going to go get shit face on every single drug I can get a hold of.
You know, she's working, Creed. She's got a lot of disposable income.
Cocaine.
You know, she's
down to the ground.
I will say this: she didn't test for the same things. Not one time. It was the cocaine, Xanax, and weed. Then it was Valium, cocaine, and weed. Then it was just Xanax and Coke, and then it was just Coke. Either way, she loves the Coke.
She sure does.
To appear on 4/13 and 4/16 of 24.
Yes, sir. I did. I apologize. It won't happen again.
And you understand this was in violation of your terms and conditions of your bond. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Defense satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, factually accurate. And the court will accept your plea to the bond violations. And counsel, let's handle the sentencing on the bond violation as well as your client's plea simultaneously.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And so then counsel, as to the sentencing report and recommendation.
Your Honor, we did have I'm sorry. We did have an opportunity to review that.
There possibly updates because your client stating that she is now employed.
That is correct, Your Honor. And these were the additions we were going to make to the the recommendation, well, to the PSI. what's stated in the PSI, there is no additions, deletions, or corrections made. However, Your Honor, she indicated to me that she is now working with family members in a cleaning business. And that they clean jail cells and throughout.
When they clean it up, they find a lot of mix of drugs while they're at it. By any chance, just wondering.
They're letting people like her clean jail cells. Really?
Yeah, because she's she's like a garbage disposal for drugs. Whenever she finds them, it just goes away.
I had to go back and see what Flusha said.
Oh, Flusha, that was pretty.
He got me.
Someone right on the fence, you know. He said, "Oh, that's not bad. Come on, you know." Well, some of them are.
The state also she is presently enrolled at Phoenix University of Phoenix at this point in time, successfully
University of Phoenix, still commercial.
Help in that matter.
That's the same as whoever just said this. Okay, because she's kind of not employed because she's just working with family. Going to the University of Phoenix, it's just kind of like, well, are you going to college? Or you just kind of I don't know how to classify that problem.
My professors are going to be worried sick.
Right.
Scholarship of some sorts, and
scholarship,
maintaining her academic pursuits. Other than that, Your Honor, as I've indicated, I've advised her that she should try to get a more substantial and more permanent employment. However, I've indicated she's also going to school at this particular time. What are you taking at University of Phoenix?
Okay, ma'am, I cannot, Ms. Hardesty, I can't hear you.
Speak up.
I'm going for psychology, and I've already got 60 credits. So I'm already halfway there to my bachelor's.
Paula, I should ask her because she's going to the University of Phoenix. So she
for technology.
Is
that a thing?
Sure.
I'm going for doctrine.
Paula, I don't know. It's not good. Don't they have to sit on the eggs for them to be?
You can eat them if you want.
Oh, duck eggs?
They're not good.
Hold on. When were you first enrolled?
Back in 2010 or 2008, and then I quit for a while, and I just re-enrolled about
14 years in college.
Not even 2 months ago. I'm
So
sorry.
why did you? So did you? I'm sorry.
Oh,
It was only
psychology.
2 months ago. I apologize.
Oh, she said technology.
So did you disclose that to probation in your PSI?
No, not yet. It was the day after I was there that I started. So I want to say it was the end of March that I started school. I can prove everything. I can give you paperwork, but if I'm absent any more time, I'm going to lose my grant, and I don't want to do that. Please, I'm begging you.
Well, ma'am, why didn't you show up for court on April 24th?
I thought my court date was May 14th, and I apologize, and it won't happen again. I promise you, ma'am. I promise it will not happen
Well,
again.
hold on.
Cobalt Tools, thank
You
you.
were here in court on March 20th, where this court stated April 24th. I don't even have May 14th written down anywhere, so I'm not sure
I don't know why I wrote
where
that
that
date.
date even came from.
I can tell you that I would do better if I had the option back in the day to do online classes. I think that I personally would do better because I wouldn't have to go there.
Yeah.
I would imagine my education would be better if I was in a school, though, not online.
Easier to learn.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, and I apologize. It won't happen again. I promise you, it will not happen again. I promise you, it will not happen again. Everything else, I did what I was supposed to do. I did my testing. I called every day. I don't know why they said I missed 2 days in 1 week because I called every day. I kept my tether on, checked with my tether officer every Monday. I never heard from
You didn't, ma'am. You did do everything you were supposed to do because you were ordered to not use any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed.
Girl, Dad.
And you tested positive for cocaine 3 times.
Well, Dad, there's that one or 2 or maybe 3 times. Like I messed up, but
I
mean,
did everything I
else-
was supposed to. I don't know what you're
Everything
talking
else.
about.
Yeah, forget about the drug part. Everything else
Well,
I did, though.
If you just count the times I up, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Do you have a prescription for Valium?
Valium. I don't know how I tested positive for Valium or Xanax.
Yeah. Do you have a prescription for Valium?
I do.
Do you have a prescription for Xanax?
I don't.
You have a prescription for marijuana?
I don't.
Okay, so you didn't do everything you're supposed to do because you were supposed to not use any of those substances, ma'am.
Take an outpatient treatment.
Yeah. Well, no, I can. Well, give me one. Well, just give me one. I'll take one. Well, I'm on.
What are they offering John right now? I'll take
Hot
one.
dogs.
Okay.
You want a hot dog? Yeah. Get me one.
Ellen's connecting audio. Oh, audio is
I promise I will
connected
not
with
miss
Ellen.
another court date, and I will do everything I'm supposed to do.
I did everything, Your Honor.
I just don't want to lose my scholarships and my grants.
Ma'am, you, you're saying that you work for your family cleaning company. What is that?
Businesses, like grocery stores at night.
I'm having a hard time hearing you when you first start talking.
It's we clean businesses like grocery stores at nighttime, jail cells. We go all the way to Toledo, Ohio.
Oof.
Her name is Kendra.
What is the name of the company?
I'm not even sure what her company's name is. I just work under the table for her. I can get you all the
Oh.
information.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Why do you work under the table? Why don't you get a paycheck?
That's just how she does it, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know.
I get cash, I get drugs. It's easier that way, Your Honor. What do you mean?
I show up one day, work.
No, if you'd like, that's not a problem.
Take a week off. She
Yeah,
calls,
we
says I
all
need
have
help, and I go help her.
It is my cousin. It's my cousin's friend. Yeah.
Oh, cousin's friend.
Your cousin's friend or, ma'am, bless you. Your cousin or your cousin's friend?
My cousin's friend.
Uh-huh.
And he brought me on with them.
And they don't do a background check?
Mm-mm.
Or drug test, obviously.
No?
No, ma'am.
Not the first time we've heard that, Flusher, right?
Here's, the court has some serious concerns regarding some of the credibility of your client here. I don't even know where the May 14th date came from that she said that, she thought she had a court date. She has a warrant out for her arrest in a different jurisdiction. That would be in Lincoln Park.
Mr. Clifton, him and I already talked about that. I just have to go in and see Mr. Clifton, and he's gonna help me take care of everything.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand anything you just said.
Judge Clifton, I've talked to him already. He said I just need to come into his courtroom, and he'll help me take care of everything. So I will do that this week. I promise. I will get that taken care of by the next time I see you. Everything will be a-okay. I promise. I will not have this dirty no more. I will have all my warrants taken care of. Everything will be on the up and up. I guarantee. I give you my word. And if I screw up my word, then
Okay,
you can be back in jail.
ma'am, please also remember, that you're still in court.
Yes, ma'am.
So just make sure you're choosing the correct words.
No cussing. By the way, it could have been technology or psychology. They have both.
So,
Oh. Well. Get your credit card out.
kind of sucked that I was in here from understay.
Well, ma'am, that's where you need to be a bit more on top of things as far as with your court dates and,
You're right.
and in with life in general. So here's what the court's going to do. As to the bond violation,
I even missed my daughter's prom.
ma'am, I can't understand, I can't hear what you're saying.
I even missed my daughter's prom this weekend, so I definitely have had a shitty experience. I'm sorry.
Did she just say shitty?
Happen again, I promise.
Pretty sure she did.
Okay, ma'am, did you just say the word shitty?
No, I didn't. I said crappy. Sorry, I apologize.
Hold on, you're saying you said what word?
I didn't mean to. I meant crappy. I really had a crappy time this time.
Okay, so can you, okay, listen.
Uh-oh.
You need to pay attention to details, ma'am. Because I just asked you if you said the word shitty, and you said no, you said crappy, and then you rechanged it and said, well, I meant to say something different. So listen to the question that's being asked, because you're trying to tell me what you think I want to hear. First you said it was your cousin's place that you work, now it's your cousin's friend's place that you work. You're paid under the table, that's just how they do it, that doesn't seem to make business sense.
I hate to tell her this. She's doing a shitty job right now.
If she's trying to get herself out, this is not the way. She's definitely She's learned nothing from that shitty college she's going to.
She's starting to unravel.
So here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to, on the bond violation, the court's going to order,
Sorry.
there are 7 violations, the court's going to order 7 days jail. Credit for, you've been in custody since Friday, so credit for 4 days.
I bet her daughter was happy she was in jail for the prom.
Sorry?
I would
Got here
imagine.
Thursday. They picked me up Thursday
I'm blah, 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 blah.
because Friday was prom.
I was supposed to go with one of her friends.
Also, from the last time I seen you. So technically, that's 13 days that I have spent.
What do you mean from the last time you saw me?
Let your boy, thank
The
you.
very first time I seen you, I had to spend
Okay.
7 days in here because of waiting for the tether. I was already bonded out.
Okay.
I don't think that
Like 7
counts,
days
lady.
that week. And I was already bonded out 3 days prior. And then this time it's been 5
Okay,
days.
ma'am. Okay, well, right now I'm sentencing you on the bond violation. And
Okay.
so on the bond violation, you've been in custody since Thursday, so I'm going to order 7 days jail because there's 7 violations. In case you're wondering how I came up with 7 days. Credit for 5.
Stay here 2 more days.
Son.
I'm sorry?
Do I stay here 2 more days?
Yes. As to the sentencing on the possession of drug paraphernalia, after hearing from counsel, hearing from Ms. Hardesty, reviewing the report, the recommendation, the police report, the criminal history, the court does find there's reasonable grounds to depart from MCL 769.5. The court's going to order the following. 18 months probation. You are eligible for early discharge, and the court will go over that in just a few moments. You're not violating criminal law of any of government. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You are to report truthfully to your probation officer as often as your probation officer may require, in person, writing, or virtually. You're notified your probation officer immediately of any change in address or employment status. You're not to use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed to be subjected to random testing. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so the court can monitor your progress in maintaining abstinence and sobriety. You are to enroll and participate in outpatient substance use counseling. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so you have assistance in providing coping mechanisms to maintain sobriety and prevent relapse. You're also to participate in fan meetings once per month. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is to get additional support services as well as additional recovery resources. You are to perform 80 hours of community service. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is to help you further develop work and life skills and get back to the community. The court's going to also order you to seek and maintain full-time employment. You want to work for the cleaning company in the interim, ma'am, that's totally fine. But you need to seek and maintain full-time employment. And you have to also provide proof of completing 20 job applications per week. The rehabilitative purpose for both of those conditions is so that you can gain further resources to provide financial stability.
Saying her job
Any
is not
questions
good
regarding
enough
the terms and conditions?
at this point.
My only question is, can I please get out of jail today? Just for the simple fact that if I wait 2 more days, I'm gonna lose my scholarships. I won't be able to do my attendance in class. That's the only thing I ask, please. I'll do
Sorry.
it.
I didn't understand the part of what you asked for.
If I stay here 2 more days, I'm gonna lose my grants and scholarships in class. I haven't been able to do attendance at all in 5 days. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. Can I get out today, please? I will do anything. I will show up in your courtroom today. I'll do anything you need me to do, please.
I'll sweep floors.
Yeah, your credibility is a little bit low.
Sus.
No.
You have failed to appear for court. You failed to appear for drug testing. You have not complied with this court's orders to not use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. And
Let me prove myself.
no,
please.
It's a mark of some sort. I can't quite. Do you have any? I can't.
I don't know what it is.
I really.
I know what
don't.
that is though.
Please extend prayers years for RY back for moving safely as it.
Stop
Here-
overing pretty shifty. I meant crappy. Thanks. spoken like a true person in jail right now.
That's right. Paula, you did great. Thank
You
you.
did good. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
those are the consequences for your choices. So, but knowing the Wayne County Jail, I'm guessing that you get credit for some of your time in custody. So it's very likely that they may be releasing you today, but I don't have
And
control over.
Gina, you're absolutely right. It's just you can't try. I mean, the perfect example is how well we were going along, and then the shitty thing to the crappy thing. Judge is absolutely right. She lied about that. You just can't. If that is the case, if she got out, if you knew, Mikey, if you were judge, and you knew for sure that if she got out of the day that or, you know, if she was in for 2 more days that she would lose her school and stuff.
Yeah.
If you knew that for sure, would you let her go? If she wasn't lying to you and didn't have all these stories and all this crap, I wouldn't harm.
She's tested positive so many times. You know, to me, it screams somebody that's fiending for drugs.
That's when it comes off
bad.
Comes off.
Yeah, it just comes off too bad for me. It really doesn't mean if she'd have been, you know, above board on a lot more stuff, maybe I would have considered it. But yeah, I'm not back to that. I'm praying for your back too.
We're praying. We don't even pray that often, but praying for your back.
For your back, it's happening.
I don't set the Wayne County Jail policies. So the court's going to order a $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $900 supervision oversight fee. That's $50 a month at 18 months. Since you're eligible for early discharge, $450 of that may not be due. $300 for the cost of prosecution. Crime victim assessment fee of $75. Justice system assessment fee of $50. Warrant fee $50.
And I really just don't think college is that
$1,775.
should be doing
No.
coke
I'm
all the
going to
time.
order that
Right.
you are to set up
Can I go ahead and pay a lot of
your
that?
plan. Excuse me, I'm sorry, what's that, ma'am?
Could I go ahead and pay some of that early? Does it have to be every month?
Oh, that could be from the
I'm sorry,
scammers.
what?
Could I go ahead and pay some of that early? Or does it have to be every month?
I thought maybe she had burned herself right there.
That's what that looks like. Yeah, like
You
on
can pay something
yeah.
earlier if you have the funds to do so. But I'm going to order that you're to set up your payment plan for probation not later than June 30th.
Yes, ma'am.
You should have income established by then. As I did indicate, you're eligible for early discharge as long as all the following have occurred. You've completed at least half of your original term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations. All monies have been either paid in full or you've made a good faith effort toward making full payment. All right, and what I'm going to also state, ma'am, is that you said that you were in custody for 7 days waiting for your tether.
Yes, ma'am.
And the court also notes 7 days jail credit for 7 days. All right, and then, ma'am, what I'm also going to order is that you are to report to probation within 24 hours. of
She'll be back in
so
jail
that you
pretty
can
quick,
meet
I
and
think.
get your instructions.
Finn,
Teen.
what do you think? I'm pretty sure she'll be right back.
All right, so all right, so remember she's been doing this program. She's been in there since like 2010 or something like that. She's been doing this.
Mhm.
So she's almost been going to school for 14 years at the University of Phoenix.
That's the case.
Remembering that, you know, you're supposed to have your degree within 12 months. That's the whole point of, you know, saving time and money.
The ads say, yeah, the ads, I think, say that quite often.
You know, so, you know, I just I don't know. It's very sus. She says she's got like 60 credits. I mean, she's about ready to graduate, bud.
Mm-hmm.
It's start up her psychology or technology business. Getting a bachelor's, by the way. Oof. Could you imagine going to a doctor and just talk to somebody and there she is sitting there and waiting for you? Toofus.
Coming up next, I'm imagining a premiere of some sort.
Oh, Creed, you're reading everyone's mind, including mine. Yes. premiere happening in just about an hour over on Credence and Mikey. Judge Middleton, who is trying to he's very angry at a guy.
Oh,
And Judge Middleton claims that this evidence he has seen is so creepy, so weird, that it reminds him of a slasher movie.
all right.
Don't want to miss this one. Make sure you're there for that.
Then at 4:05 East.
Yes, the moment you've all been waiting for. We got a chase. We're going to be watching a lady grab another lady in an intimate area.
It's fantastic.
Also, a cop pretend to be hurt when he really wasn't and gets busted.
Hey, it's Disanto Express. Carrie, welcome. Bonsai, Carrie with the monies as well. Appreciate that. Sweet tea with the big gifts. Kaylee with the PP. Thank you. Flusher, Cobalt Tools, Fletcher Boys, Paulo Pepe. Don't forget Kiernov from the 1099 Fund.
You're on the caboose.
Azul Caboose. Appreciate it.
That's the caboose is on it, everybody. Hope you had a great time. We had an awesome time. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. No matter where you're watching from, consider joining and becoming part of the family where you can be a part of every members only and exclusive content you'll only see there.
I'm so sorry.
Stop it, Disanto.
Sometimes I just hear Judge DeSanto's voice in my head, no matter what. You guys stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. Share this, love it, like it. You know what to do. Guys in the truck, come on, I'm trying to hit my post. Golly, you see that? Trigger finger.
Right.
They're over there doing this.
Yeah, wrap it up.
We'll see you on the next one.
Guys in the truck, us messing up on a Monday is one thing. You guys screwing it up is a whole different story.
Unbelievable. Professionalism? We ain't got none of that here.
Just because there's a few vacation days coming doesn't mean that you guys get vacation.
Yeah.